Hello, welcome to leg 2 of the Generation Locke season 5 over here at PokéBoys. Have a fun episode for you. If you haven't already, go check out the cage match. It was a good time for some people, and for other people, there were tears. And so go watch it and check it out. I bet you'll never guess who cried. It was
We
me.
all cried
Spoiler
different
alert.
kinds of tears.
It was me.
There was sad tears.
Right.
There was happy tears. There's all
Right.
kinds of tears.
Yes, but the crew is here. Dad, Kumino, Jared. Dad, how you doing tonight?
Good. Totally not crying.
Kumino, how are you?
I'm excellent now that I actually have a PC set up, but you know,
Yeah.
I'm
Let's
behind on the
go.
Listen
Right.
to that silky
inside. Yay
smooth
for the
voice.
PC set up, but pain on the inside.
You look good. You sound good.
Yeah.
No, right?
Yeah.
If only he could battle good, then it would be a perfect trio.
Dang,
right?
dang.
I know, right?
Shots fired. Wow.
Jared, how are you doing, man?
I cried tears.
Yes.
Tears came out of my eyes as well. Happy.
We all
sad, who
felt
knows?
something.
We all felt something.
Yes.
No, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Excited for. I always love recording these episodes because it means afterward I can continue playing the rest of the legs. I'm excited to jump back into this
Yes.
Sword and Shield
yes.
again because I'm having a great time.
It'll be great. Before I hand it over to Kumino to get into the actual leg itself, we just last week, little peek behind the curtains in terms of when we're recording this. Last week we recorded the Pokemon Infinity tournament that we had for our interstitial episode. Holy crap, that was so much fun.
Oh, it was so good. So much fun.
That was
Talk
wild.
about tears, man.
Dude.
I am on a losing streak.
Dude.
This is
That was
I can't do it.
Yeah, if you haven't watched that interstitial episode yet, please go back and watch it. It was a blast.
So good. So good.
It was
Had
brutal.
some really epic battles. One of the dev team members from Infinity joined us and helped us shoutcast the matches. It was
Yeah.
super fun.
He was great too. Voice of an angel.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
trying to tell you.
dude. And he was dropping some nuggets of information.
I know. Educational,
yeah.
entertaining. God, go
And the championship battle might have been one of the
Literally
craziest battles
at
I've
the
ever
edge of
seen
my
in my
seat
life.
the whole time.
I was going crazy. So go check that out. It was super fun. Also, you already know this. We have now the PokéBoys YouTube channel and Spotify, Apple, and Good Pods platforms now. But we also just launched PokéBoys Patreon tier on the Showboys Patreon page. So for $3 a month, you could support the podcast. We have some perks and benefits there. Early unedited access to episodes, the a power to vote and suggest on challenges and fan game ROM hack playthroughs for future seasons, and also a chance to join us on our final thoughts / review episode at the end of the seasons. You can join us and let us know what you thought of the playthrough, your thoughts on the game stuff too. So go check it out. It's patreon.com/showboys podcast. I know it's not PokéBoys, but we're under Showboys. And there on the Patreon page, there is a tier called PokéBoys Ace Trainer. Go check it out. Sign up if you're able to. We would appreciate it. We actually already have a patron member, Venom.
Woo-hoo!
Thank you for signing up
Venom! Shout out to Venom.
so speedily. Look at that guy.
Shake my fist. I gotta shake my fist.
Watch the
Love
interstitial.
that.
You'll understand. But thank you so much for your support, man. Really appreciate it. And if you're interested, check it out. Patreon.com/Showboys podcast. Now that that's out of the way, Kumino, the stage is yours, sir.
Kumino, take the
All
Let's
right.
get into leg 2.
That's right. Let's dive back in to Pokemon Sword and Shield. So for me, after the horrible cage loss, I went out and I got myself a Stunky. Now,
Nice.
listen,
Okay.
Dad, since you're doing the editing, if this is unforgivable naming, please edit
Oh
it
no.
out.
There's a disclaimer. You never want a disclaimer.
But I named it Stankpuss.
Nice.
Not because of the naughty stuff, no, It's
Of course
because
not. No, it's a Pokemon. It's a kid's
right,
game.
it's a cat that stinks. That's why.
Oh, that's smart. Big.
And
It's
I
gonna stay in.
also and I also got a Munchlax that I named Crunchy Munch.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Nice.
Awesome.
nice.
All right, so also for me with the Snorlax, just gotta make a
Oh,
gigantic
I
max.
didn't put that
Mm.
together. That's Snorlax. Yeah, you're right.
But
Indeed.
so in the Isle of Armor, I played around till I was able to get the max suit to give Gigantamax to Crunchy Munch. Let's see, did the slow pokes, in which that went surprisingly well. Like normally it take me like 5 minutes just chasing one down, but this time I was able to encounter them on the first run into.
Yeah, those Galarian Slowpoke are surprisingly quick.
Yes, they are.
They're so fast.
Can I tell you guys a story real quick?
Ooh,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
story time.
Okay, so I live in Florida now, Southwest Florida, and went to the pool with my kids. And our neighborhood, we have like this little like pond thing by our pool, and we were walking up to get into the gate, and in between these two palm trees, there was like a huge turtle just sitting there, like in the mulch between these palm trees. And
That's
by huge, I
crazy.
mean like it was like
Like Bulbasaur
big-
back there, huge.
Like a tortoise.
yeah, like not like tall wise, but like lengthwise. Like
That's crazy.
it's
A whole Bulbasaur. You found a real Bulbasaur in real life.
yeah. But it's sitting there, and I'm like, oh, cool. I want to take a picture because my wife will never believe me. And I get my phone out and I start walking up to it, and I'm like, I'm still like 5 feet away from it, but it sensed me, like, and quicker than I can even tell you. I am not exaggerating. It turns around and like zips into the water, and I mean,
That's crazy. Hey man, when they need to get out.
it was
Dude.
so fast, and the grass was like, it's not very short, so it was like made this really weird like shuffling like noise, and like little grass blades flying up behind it. And I'm like, why are you so fast? Like,
That's crazy. That was
What
the
if-
Slowpokes. That was
my-
those Slowpokes running
Yeah.
around.
Yes.
my whole childhood has been a lie. I thought turtles were slow.
No.
Like,
Right.
No, not at all.
Oh, they're quick when they go back in the water. When they're scared.
That's so funny. I thought it was gonna be a gator story. I was
No.
highly disappointed. There was a lack of gators in that story.
yeah,
We need a gator
no,
story, man.
I know.
I'm
Right.
working on it.
No, the gator got the turtle right at the end.
Oh, that's the okay. Yeah, we're adding. Yeah,
There you go.
But yeah, back into this in the Isle of Armor, in which it's odd. So the second trial is for you to go out and get the mushrooms so you can make the max soup.
right.
And Claire, she comes and try to take your mushrooms, and you end up having a battle. And then the third trial is a battle in which you have it against Claire. How did her team jump 10 levels in between?
Hey,
that?
she's just she got stacked up on that rare candy. Got that money. She could buy those rare candies. She's good.
Clearly, because she went out, laid toxic spice over the battlefield before the final battle. But it did not matter because I went in and I whooped her team of Skorupi, Galarian Weezing, Whirlipede, and Galarian Slowbro. Like, she could not hang with us. We decimated her. But then I went back to Hallberry and met up with Chairman Rose in the restaurant, in which my side chick Sonia, she was there. She got invited to the Sig.
It was like a double date from my perspective. I mean,
Yeah, it really was a double date, but like Orlena kind of made it, very weird by standing
I know.
behind Rose instead of sitting
she didn't want to
down.
sit down. It was weird. She stood the whole time.
Yeah.
Right.
Very
But-
uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable indeed. But yeah, they discussed some points talking about finding out more secrets to Dynamaxing and what actually happened with the hero. But once we get ready to leave, my side chick, she gives me TM79 Retaliate. I have not used it yet, but it is a good TM. So make sure you guys stick around and go on that date so you can get it. But in Galar Mine number 2, now, did anybody have any events happen before we get into the actual story of it?
Myself, I had to, of course, replace Bubbles, my Tim pole, because he was, executed in front of me. And
the execution.
What did I replace him with? I don't think I replaced him quite yet until we got into the mine. But before going into the mine, I went and I did some wild area stuff and caught a clobopus, named it Roscoe.
I love Cloudpush. Should be water fighting. Don't know why it's not. Still upset.
Very weird. Never used one, but Grapple Locked is pretty cool looking. So I might have to try that out. And I really need to do some of the actual stuff in the Isle of Armor, because I just go there, find some Digletts, and like look for raids. But yeah, that's all I did. Went and caught a clobopus.
Yeah. Me, at the end of the last episode, I hadn't done my transfers from home, because we're doing at least one transfer every gym badge, just so we don't like transfer all of our Pokemon at once, and at least try to use some of them in game. So I transferred over my Drampa that I named Falcor. Drampa over here. And I transferred over a Mimikyu that I named Shady as well. So I have both of those.
Shady's back.
Shady is back. Yes, he's back. Both of those had Drampa on the team for a while, even a while after the mines and everything. I did end up dropping Drampa because he was not taking hits. I really wanted to use him so bad. And old Grandpa Dragon it just speaks to my heart. It's great. I want him so bad, but he wasn't cutting it.
Yeah.
But that's all I did prior to going into the mine.
Okay, Dad, what about you?
So I also did some transferring. I transferred Aaron and Bagon. I did not name Aaron, but I named Bagon Bacon.
Bacon. So it's like bacon with an oh my gosh, why am I blinking on the
and
name?
it's a female
bacon.
Oh yeah, Bacon.
Oh,
okay. So I stayed in the wild area for a while, leveled up Bacon, and
Bacon.
Bacon. I camped a lot. The camping is
big
really
fan
fun.
of camping.
Yeah.
Man,
it's been a lot of fun.
Okay, while we're talking about camping, can we clarify the fanning of the flames while you're cooking? Are you supposed to do it really fast, or like methodical, like pace?
I think it's like
depends on the dish.
Steady pace. It also depends on the dish, because different speeds will give you different outcomes.
Because I'm just like mashing that.
Just mashing it.
I've done both. I've mashed and like rhythm.
Yeah, exactly. I think like Kumano was saying, different speeds and obviously your ingredients, everything will have different outcomes. You'll get different curries at the end if you do it.
Now I am careful with the stirring though, because I don't want to make a mess.
Of course, you don't want to.
So I'm nice and constant with my stirring, but okay.
I don't want to spill yellow curry on my Vulpix. So it doesn't come out very well.
No.
Right, yeah. But okay.
Continue, Dad.
So I caught a Ninjask.
Nice.
Named Nina. Caught a Pelipper.
Ooh.
Named it Peepaw. That's my kids call my dad Peepaw.
Oh, I love that.
Oh no, not Kurt! You better not put him on the team, bro.
Please don't.
We can't kill Kurt.
It just makes this whole thing more painful.
Can't kill people.
So
Can't kill people.
One of the main reasons I love this game so much is it feels like I'm actually bonding with my Pokemon.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool to hear.
Between like the camping and like the little like snippets of dialogue in battle. Like there was one point where Kai remembers the first time he met me.
Yep.
I'm like, I remember the first time I met you too, buddy. And then I ended up in Hullberry. Dude, what the heck is Chairman Rose wearing? Like,
bro, this is casual wear, man.
A white
like Hawaiian swim trunks on.
He's got a swimsuit top.
You have to know that is the epitome of dad wear, okay? Like,
yeah.
This is Galar fashion at its finest, man. What are you doing?
Sunglasses everywhere he goes.
Gotta stay incognito.
Yeah, but everyone knows who he is.
Everyone still knows who he is.
It's not a very good disguise, man.
Look, listen, it's Orlena's idea. Okay, he just does it to satisfy her.
Right. I did also mention that Hop is outside, and that I wanted to throw him out to sea.
That feeling doesn't change as the game progresses. I'm just letting you know.
It's only gotten worse for me, and I kind of like. There's a point in the story where I like celebrate out loud about a moment that he had.
Oh, no. That's so sad.
Soulless.
But yeah, and then I go to the mine.
Okay. Oh, man, that's crazy. I actually did one more thing before jumping in here. I did more exploring on the Isle of Armor, and I did a couple of the story stuff, like you were saying, Kumino. But I actually got another catch here. I caught Mobile Home by Toxapex. I found in one of the fields here.
So I love that name.
Mobile Home Toxapex. I've always kind of like seen that Pokemon and thought it was cool. I have like a newfound love just recently for Gen 7 and even picking it using these mons. It's like, oh yeah, I've never used a Toxapex before, but Water and Poison is a cool typing too. And it's bulky as well. So
it looks really cool.
Yeah, it looks cool. But yeah, that's what I did. That's all I did prior to the mine.
Nice.
Okay. But yeah, as Dad was alluding to, Hop was outside of the restaurant. I'm not sure if he just was walking by and looked in the window or if he was a stalker or something.
It's always on the outside.
Like, no, that guy's a weirdo.
Right. But in Galamine, I grabbed me East Sea Shellos and I named it Shella. So
Shella.
Yeah. Not Shella, Lord Jesus, Sam. Why was I thinking Shella?
Shella Sam.
I have it written right here, Sam, but I don't. Anyway, but then Wooloo here brought his behind talking more smack.
Freaking bead.
You know, he wanted to battle, and so essentially, my Stunky O-code the entire team by itself. So go Stunky.
Yeah, that poison type been really coming in clutch.
Yes, indeed. But in this case, it was the dark typing. Because I want to say I used. Let's see, what did I have at that time? Oh, Crunch. Yeah,
Crunch is good.
Yeah. But let's see. Then I had a couple of other battles. My Gibble that I had traded over, it evolved into a Gabite. So, right,
progress.
And then Marnie's dad and his friends showed back up again, praising me on how good I am at battling and stuff. And I was like, thank you, sir. But then Hop came along and he started talking smack, very disrespectful of Hop. Like, I don't know who taught him manners. So that made them mad. And I just decided to help Hop, you know, because Leon did leave me in charge of him. Yeah. So we had a double battle in which it was a Devil, Galarian Lanoon, Liepard, and Pancham was that battle. So yeah. But then Marnie's dad ran into Kabu, the fire type gym leader that's in Motostoke, and apparently he beat them up as well. I'm not sure what that was about, but you know, old people, you know, they stay throwing hands with each other.
Still throwing hands. And we talk about Kabu's run too, his little like jaunt that he's guys always jogging in place.
Right. Just
gotta stay active. You know?
It's like that, yeah. You're right, gotta stay active.
Right. You know, gotta keep that heart going, man. You know, he is older.
Just crank the Jason Statham movies.
But yeah, Kabu essentially was like, yeah, I'm here training because I heard that you was endorsed by Leon. And Hop was like, hey, me too. And Kabu was like, shut up.
He's like, okay, cool.
Anyways, back to you.
Right. But then hit the outskirts, had a couple of battles, and then it was on to Motostoke. Did anybody catch anything in the outskirts or in the rest of Galamine?
I did, yes. And actually, I remember who I put in the place of Bubbles, my Timpole. I put my Choodle, Obey. He came back on the squad, you know, because replace water for water. In the mine, he evolved into Dreadnought and he learned Rock Tomb, which was very nice.
Really good.
In there, I caught a Galarian Stunfisk. After stepping on several, I was like, even though I really, really don't like this Pokemon, Ground Steel is a really cool type.
Yep.
And Kumino has a big fat Togekiss, and I need something
Some kind of steel
that I can use against
Why
this
everybody want to
fairy
beat up
type.
Gabriel?
He's too
Poor Gabriel.
chonky.
Chonky.
So I caught the Galarian Stunfisk, named it Chompers, obviously, because it's a giant bear trap looking thing. And
cool design though. I like Galarian
Yeah.
stuff. That's design.
yeah. He replaced Obey. So poor Dreadnought keeps like coming on the team, gets replaced. Comes back on the team, gets replaced. But yeah, so that was my Galar Mine trip. And then in the outskirts, I caught an Impidimp and named it Aikida. Shout out to season 3 Bushido. And I caught a Poniard and named it Wesley, of course, after Wesley Snipes, who played Blade.
Shout out.
Gotta have the blades, the Blade Pokemon named Wesley. But that's all I did.
Mm-hmm.
That was off to Motostoke for me.
Okay.
I still couldn't catch anything in those areas. So I was like, cool. My team didn't do a lot of changing, a couple things here and there, but not a lot of changing this leg.
Okay. That anything for you?
I only caught Corefish. Not really a lot to catch that I was running into. But let's see. Chloe evolved into Manectric.
Oh, nice.
And Bacon.
Evolved into
now. You're welcome. Yeah, it's ruined for me now. Bacon evolved into Shelgun, and Kai evolved into Blaziken.
Nice.
And then I went to Motostoke.
Nice, good. Everybody's off to Motostoke. Go to the hotel, and Marnie is waiting. Apparently, she heard about the beating that I gave her father, so she wanted to get revenge. So we had a battle with Marnie. She had a Krogant, a Morpeko, and a Scraggy. I just used Sam, Jenkins, and Crunchy Munch to beat up her whole team.
Yep.
So I'm assuming it's pretty easy for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Pretty easy. Only notable thing here is my Gloom finally learned Moonblast, which is what I was waiting till it learned to evolve it into Blossom. So I didn't go the Vileplume route this time. I decided to give it a Sunstone and go the Blossom route. Blossom loses the poison typing too, so now it's just grass. And having Moonblast is huge against like dragons and things. So Blossom, Snoop the Blossom is now on the team.
It really is. Yeah.
Snoop Blossy Blossom. There we go.
Snoop Blossy Blossom. Love it.
But the next morning, Marnie, for some odd reason, gives me Kabu's lead card and some burn.
Why she got everybody's card?
I have no idea.
She got everyone's number.
No idea. But then Hop brags about beating Kabu because he left the hotel extremely early, in which Kabu, that's the only reason he beat Kabu, because Kabu, he was trying to have his coffee. Right. He was trying to have his coffee. He wanted to go out for a morning jog, but Hop came there just irritating him, getting on his nerves. Like, come on.
Oh man, I can't imagine. Imagine a Hop at like 6 a.m. Dude, you're not at you're gonna lose. You can't.
Yeah, you're gonna lose instantly. But yeah, just went on into the stadium because wasn't too much left to do in town. And the challenge for this one was you had to catch or beat a wild Pokemon while there's another trainer there and trying to stop you. So you had to earn 6 points essentially.
Yeah.
I went the route of using a quick ball on all of them, and it went fast. What about you guys?
Yeah, for two things. First of all, I think it's super cool being back at Motostoke, right? Having a gym in an area that we've previously already have been to. So it's cool that like, oh, this is the gym. You're not going to go here yet. You'll go here later. Love that. Second, the whole mechanic of catching and beating Pokemon in this is a cool concept. I like it for a gym challenge. You can also kill the opposing trainer's Pokemon because it has it set up like a double battle where you and another trainer are fighting a wild Pokemon, and killing the person that's next to you also gives you a point, I think. But catching does the most. I did the same thing as Kumino. I just threw quick balls.
I did a mix. I caught one. I think it was a Vulpix, which I can't use, obviously.
Again,
but
and
then,
I got one.
I caught. Oh wait, I don't know why I'm like sitting here trying to rack my brain. I literally wrote down right here. So, going into the gym, I swapped Obey back onto the team. Water Rock, gotta have that type advantage there. So I put Obey back on the team for Fuji because Fuji's still an Applin and literally knows nothing and is just taking a slot on my team at this point. So threw him in the box. I caught the Vulpix, of course, can't use it. I caught a Sizzlepede, though I can use that.
Sizzlepede's so good.
And named it Senor because, he gets a cool little fire mustache. So come on.
Senor Joe.
The funny thing is, dude, I've done at least 3 raids for a Sizzlepede, and every time I swear I caught it and I didn't actually catch it. So
weird.
I must have I don't know. A lot of times while I'm doing the raids, I'm doing other things too. So I probably just accidentally hit don't catch or B.
You look down and you're just not in the
raid anymore.
Yeah.
All right. But I finally caught one and named it Senor. Bugfire type. It's pretty cool. Never used it. Maybe I will. And then I caught a Litwick, which I can also use, and named it Sia because chandelier. Yeah. Gotta do it. Yeah, that's what I did. What'd you do, Dad?
So
you look so shocked that I asked you a question.
Me?
Usually skip right over me, so I also caught the Vulpix. Can't use it. Yeah. Are we talking about the actual fight too? Like the gym battle?
I mean, sure. Why not? Go ahead.
Let's jump into it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sweet. So I led with so I named my Barboach Patrick after Patrick, my son. And in my notes I kept typing fatty because it's just a shorter way to say Patrick. You just call him Fatty.
I know how he feels about his son.
Right.
Yep.
Patrick, I hope you're not listening to this.
He won't. But I've already told him that his name's Fatty in the game, so
he's prepped. He's aware.
He's aware. So I led with Fatty. Kaboo had Ninetales, Arcanine, and Centiscorch.
Yeah,
which
solid team.
Looks like a giant flaming tapeworm.
Yeah, that's gonna be Senor when he evolves.
That's what the Sizzlepede is gonna evolve into. Is that it's also has a Gigantamax form, so it changes form when he gets his Gigantamax, which is kind of nutty.
It's crazy. So this was an easy flaming battle for me. Yeah. Yep.
Can't unsee it now.
No. You're welcome. So I switched Kai in. He's basically has been my MVP for everything.
Yep.
And there's another dialogue thing that he says he is assured by your familiar scent or something like that.
Guy's getting a little creepy,
sniffing your hair and everything.
This is going on in the middle of battle now. Keep this in mind.
Are you my dad?
Across the room, just watching Blaziken, just like
he's jogging in place.
He's like he's jogging in place.
It gets a little weird during our camping sessions.
Oh dang!
Just sniffing things,
Don't let this guy play Scarlet or Violet.
Sniffing
what happens in the picnics in Scarlet.
He's like
Violet.
sniffing the Pokemon. The other mon in my party. Get away from your siblings. That's weird.
Don't do that.
You think this is Game of Thrones?
So basically Kai knocks out Kaboo's entire team. So
nice.
But yeah, that's essentially what it was for all of us, right? Like we all just beat Kaboo up. Did anybody have any issues with him?
Kaboo actually did a little bit of work to my team because right before this, I had Derek, my Rockruff. Thank you. Derek the Rockruff evolved into Lycanroc. So I had Lycanroc going into this, which was good.
Which form?
It was just the normal Dusk form. You have to have a specific ability to get the Midnight one or the the brunch form. What did I call? Oh, midday. That form. Dusk is the one. Yeah, the brunch form.
Brunch form.
Yeah. So just regular Lycanroc, which I'm fine with. I already used not the dark type, the emo Lycanroc in a previous season. So I was like, I'll just use the regular one. So I had that going in. But besides Growlithe, which was fire, Paddington, my Stuffle had Fluffy, so it's weak against fire. I had Snoop, which Blossom weak against fire. Plasma, the Charge Bug, also weak against fire. And then I had Mobile Home, but it was significantly weaker than all of my Mon. So it gave me a little bit of work, but at the end of the day, Derek, the rock type moves just took down Kabu and his team.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, Obey just obliterated his entire team. Dreadnought came in clutch there. Even though that poor guy just keeps he's like the redheaded stepchild of my team. It's like whenever something new and shiny comes along, it's like, get out of here.
Oh man,
right, poor Obey. Yeah. Poor Obey. In my particular case, like we battled, but nothing to note, really. So. Yeah.
So after the gym, though, we get a transfer. Did you guys do your transfers? This is where Fancy, my Frillish, came onto the squad, and of course, it replaced Obey.
Oh no, Obey! See, I was at like an impasse here with my transfer, so I hadn't done my transfer yet at this point. A lot of Pokemon that I have in home, I've like had since like Sun and Moon, so I've had them for a while. So they're like higher level, so a lot of them are like in the 60s or so. And I've even thought about like, oh, maybe I breed for like a weaker Pokemon. I'm like, at this point, I'm almost there. So I was like, I might just start transferring in Pokemon that are stronger that I'll just like use for late game and do that at that point. So yeah, that was one of my. I hadn't at this point. I hadn't done any transfers yet.
Who was the transfer?
For me, this first transfer I did, which is also my mulligan that I use, which is an Amoonguss.
Oh, nice. Interesting.
So gonna be using Amoonguss at some point, maybe another grass type. So I don't know if it'll swap out for Blossom or if it'll be used, but for now, it sits in the back of my party waiting for its chance to come out.
Nice.
I forgot.
I didn't do my other one. That was the only one I did. I was like, oh yeah, I get 2 of these, huh? I get 2 each leg. That's right.
Do you transfer anyone, Dad?
No, I keep forgetting.
Oh god, we're all so mad at this.
Well, because I purposely evolved my Eevee to Umbreon because I wanted to use an Umbreon, and I did have another in mind, but I can't remember off the top of my head, and I didn't write it down.
I forgot I can also use the evolutions because of Eevee.
Yeah,
that's interesting. Sylveon's a Pokemon.
It is.
There you go. But yeah, in all honesty, I can't even say I'm gonna transfer anybody else because I think I'm pretty good with the team that I have.
I don't have that right now with this, but there's lots of times in Pokemon games where I get to this like halfway point and my team pretty much stays the same for the rest of the game. Like I usually like end up not deviating because I'm like, oh, these are my Mon. I've used these halfway through this game at this point. They're pretty much the ones I'm gonna stick with.
Right.
Yeah, essentially.
But must be nice not having to constantly replace your team.
I am replacing because like okay, so the team is 6, and then in my box is 11 in my box. So like I'm transferring between like all of them,
right?
Keeping them all kind of leveled up.
Yeah,
that's probably a smart idea.
Yeah, because if not, then you're going to severely over level in this game.
That's true.
Well, actually, I don't know. I ended this leg with pretty low levels, actually.
Wow. Well, I mean, it depends. Like, are you skipping like a lot of trainer battles and stuff?
Some. Yeah, I'm not doing all of them, so that's probably why.
Okay, yeah. See, I do a lot of trainer battles. I just like beating up on people.
Where them kids? I'm gonna beat up on those kids.
Right.
It's preschoolers.
They don't stand a chance.
Yeah. But after this, Kabu admits that we are the better battlers, and he gives us the fire badge. And also we get TM38 Will-O-Wisp and
such a good move.
Right, really good move. And a fire gym uniform, which is good.
Still sad you can't use them in the actual gym battles. They're just outside.
Right?
You still have your normal school uniform. I wish I'm using the poison one right now, and it's great, but I wish I could do it
poison
in the
really
battles.
Cool. Yeah.
Like, what was the idea when they thought of that? They was like, hey, let's put other type of uniforms in here, but we won't let them use them. Like that was so crazy.
Missed opportunity.
Probably the same person who's like, we're gonna add multi-battle, but it's not gonna work
at all. Still,
you is just not gonna let that go, is you?
No, never.
Yeah, 6 years later, it still doesn't work.
it's broken. It's broken.
So sad. But before we leave, Kabu, Nessa, and Milo sees us off. Not Hop, because they don't care about Hop, even though he is there. Because they're like, yeah, not a lot of people actually get past us, so it's a big thing.
Yeah,
and thumbs up to you.
Yeah, another cool moment in a Pokemon game. Like it's cool. This this does feel like the halfway. Like, oh, you've done the first part. This is the easy part. Now you got the rest of the gyms to go. This is going to be the harder part. More areas of the wild area unlock. Also, fun fact for everybody listening and everybody involved: after you beat a gym each time, newer Pokemon populate in the wild area. So make sure you go to the wild area every time you beat a gym, because more and newer Pokemon will populate there.
Right.
Can I ask a wild area question?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the new area opened up.
Right.
But there's no raids going on. What's up? What's up with that?
Okay,
they can't afford it. Infrastructure.
They expanded too quickly.
Man.
So what happens is you have to finish all of the raids in one area, and then they will expand all over.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Good to know. Thank you.
No problem. But yeah, in the wild area, we immediately run into Wooloo Head. Him and Hop run off because they can't agree who sucks worse. So they go to battle, and I sneak away because I ain't got time for it. I essentially just grind up a little bit. I come across a Swinub that I named Raymond. My Magnum Mike, there we go, evolved into a Magneton. And
nice.
Yeah. So by the time you make it to Hammerlock, B approach you and let you know that he did the celebration that he did something to Hop, which made Dad celebrate. There we go.
Crushed Hop's hopes and his dreams.
Yeah, was this the moment? Was this the moment, Dad?
Yes.
He says he tells us we probably won't be seeing Hop after such a humiliating defeat.
Jeez,
he kidnapped him. What did he do with him?
I mean, he was around here stealing wishing stars from other trainers, so I wouldn't be surprised.
That's true.
Blink twice if you're in trouble, Hop.
Find Hop in the dark back corner of one of the.
It's gonna be on an NCIS episode.
At one moment, I was like, I just want to punch Hop in the face, and now I'm glad that he's gone. Like, he'll just probably withdraw from the tournament and be gone from the game, and we'll be good. That's where I'm at this point. Very happy.
That's brutal.
He's I'm happy. Did you guys do the Rotom Rally?
I did.
No.
I've done it before. It's a ton of fun, but I did not do it in this playthrough yet. But it's fun. I like the Rotom Rally.
Yeah. There's something similar in Arceus that you do races and stuff.
We should actually, for the next episode, do the Rotom Rally and see who can get the best time.
I've got my
next episode with our best.
I've got
times.
my score.
Okay.
So you guys tell me your scores, and then winner
Let's
gets their Pokemon back.
Hold on.
Winner gets their Pokemon. Oh, speaking of,
winner just.
I gotta trade your Pokemon back. Don't let me forget.
I gotta give you your Pokemon.
Yeah, that's right.
I can bury my Gardevoir.
I'm like, wow, when did I catch a Lucario? This is great.
There is a second nursery though in this part of the wild area.
It's in like the little ravine that's up by the bridge. Really cool.
So
that's actually where I would go to hatch eggs, because you can ride the bike around. I would just do it in circles right there, and then that's where I would hatch eggs.
Okay.
Nice.
I put let me see, in the first leg, I dumped 2 Pokemon in the nursery that was on that route, but I can't find them very quickly. But in this nursery, I put my roly-poly and a golette that I caught in the wild area.
Oh, nice.
In the nursery. Of course, the golette I named Optimus because for some reason it's a robot ghost rock type.
Yeah.
A ghost ground, I mean.
Yeah.
Why was it not steel? Why was it not ghost steel?
He's a golem.
It's an automaton.
He's a haunted golem.
Yeah.
Right. From old times. They didn't have steel back then.
Yep. But Optimus is with roly-poly in the nursery, just grown levels.
I did debate on using one of my transfers for a Ditto and then start breeding, but I don't want to. It's just too much work. I don't want to have to deal with it. I was like, I'm fine. It's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so after the wild area, you go into Hammerlock, and this is, I guess, the major city of the game.
Yep.
Well, one of the major cities of the game. You enter and you see Rose, Orlena, and B having a conversation, but I said forget that, and I immediately went to the clothing store to see if they had anything.
Yes, my man. I did the same thing.
All right, I got a bucket hat and some shades, but I did not put the bucket hat on. Like I didn't keep it on because I want to get something else that's going to go with the hat later.
Okay.
But if you walk into the house next to the Pokemon Center, it is a guy in there, a karate dude. And oddly enough, he has a Cottony that's level 2. He wants to hit you with the old combination of Focus Sash, Indoor, and Quick Attack combo. Luckily, I knew of this and just had Hot Wings smack it with a Quick Attack and murdered his Cottony to death.
That's an interesting. I haven't done that battle before. That's cool.
Yeah,
I did.
I forgot about it.
Did he get you? Did he get you, Dad?
Almost. He freaking nearly one-shots Fatty and Kai. I'm like, what is happening? A level 2. This is stupid.
Yeah. So
this thing should be dead.
Focus Sash will prevent your Pokemon from getting one shot, and then Endeavor damages your opponent with equal amount of damage you have done to you. So takes you down to like 1 HP, and then you get off a Quick Attack, which has speed priority.
Yep.
And
one
bam.
shots your Pokemon.
Yep. Doesn't matter what level you are, you can do 1 damage.
Yep.
It's dirty. It's dirty.
Right.
I don't like these tricks.
I mean, it's been around since Generation 1, though. So
yeah.
I'm new here.
That's true.
But yeah, so you go and talk with Rose and his people. B is going on about how he's been going around robbing people and being very strange. It's crazy. But he also said that he'll be king of the pirates. I mean, he'll be champion.
That's funny.
But Rose lets him know that, hey, yeah, sure, why not? He tells us to go into the stadium because he wants to give us a kind of an explanation on what he's doing in terms of running the electric company and how he has the electricity flowing all over Galar with using the wishing stars and the other system that he used. I really wasn't paying too much attention. My main focus was the ball guy.
There's
a ball.
Yes, ball guy. This is a very expositional section of this game. You get a lot of the narrative in here.
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
you do get a lot of narrative, but being that I've played this game countless of times, I would just skip it through.
I feel that. He gives you a level ball though. Ball guy gives you a level ball, which is great.
Yeah. But no, essentially Rose tells you that you need to go to the vault so you can learn a few more things about the history of Galar and stuff of that nature. But before you get there, you run into Leon, in which he asks about his brother, because he told you, hey, keep an eye on my little brother. And so I was like, yeah, he out in the wild area. He doing some training. But
I told him,
man, it's weird.
I told him he lost terribly.
He was
And
beaten down.
you should be ashamed of him.
He's an embarrassment to the
He's
family.
an embarrassment to your family.
Right.
Banish him from the world.
Dishonor
Right.
on
Denounce
you.
him as your brother now.
I will be your brother now.
I am.
And then
brother.
Kai comes up and sniffs him. And you're like,
Just grabs like a lock of Leon's hair.
I've smelled this before.
Charizard over there like, this is getting strange.
I'm not down for this.
I'm like, Kai, stop it. Not the
He
place,
does that
man.
sometimes. He does that
Right.
sometimes. Don't worry.
Not a place nor time. Cut it out.
He's a wild Pokemon. Yeah.
But yeah, heading to the vault, you meet Raihan, who is essentially Leon's rival. He questions your greatness because he's jealous that Leon has endorsed you and acknowledged that you are a great trainer. But essentially, he's just an asshole.
Not wrong.
But you go upstairs and you get to see Sonya again. She's studying the tapestry. She breaks down the story of the two heroes a bit more and asks your opinion of what sticks out. Me, I chose that the two heroes stuck out because if you remember in Motostoke at the hotel, it was a statue of only one hero.
Yep.
And then she tells me that I'm right, and she gives me a kiss and a hug, and then she leaves.
I didn't give that option. What the heck, man?
Geez.
Where's my dialogue for that?
Look, listen, man, you got to be a pimp out here in the streets, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the ladies love
You know
me.
what?
Man.
You know what? You're right.
Tumino has 100 charm. So
100.
Right. There you go.
Your charisma
Perfect.
stat is just off the charts. It's just 100%.
Right, and then I get a nat 20, so I'm good.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Smooth, man.
Smooth.
But did anybody else do anything around Hammerlock?
No, I mean, like I said, I did some shopping. I got some more clothes. Ultimately, still wearing the yellow bucket hat with the yellow and purple poison clothes on. But I pretty much just did a little bit of exploration and talking to some of the civilians, but I just did the story.
Dad, did you do anything?
I found the crazy Rookidee lady.
Oh yeah,
Rookidees all over the house.
Yeah.
I went shopping because I've been wearing the same clothes for days. A little smelly. I do want to say that the cities in this game are awesome. This Motostoke looks freaking amazing. A castle city. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Right. Wait till you get to Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, they're oh man, cities are so great in that game.
Right.
I taught Kai Fire Pledge
from
the battle combo dude.
Nice.
Like if you go down the steps, I think. Yeah. And that's it.
Okay.
Nice.
Did anybody pick up the letter from the little girl?
Yes. I did, yes. I also of course had to travel over to the steps and talk to the guy who's looking for an Applin to show his his friend, who sounds like maybe could possibly be in the friend zone with. She's moving away.
He's trying to hook it up.
So he's like, she really likes Applin. I want to show her one, but I can't catch one because I'm a loser. Like, can I have yours? I was like, yes, this Applin is useless. Please take it.
It's yours.
Jeez, imagine the horse. He just like takes a bite out of the side of it.
It's like, so he shows it. They have a nice little conversation, and he gives it back. And with it, he gives me a sweet apple, which is what I was looking for. Because now I can finally evolve that dumb thing, and Fuji now becomes an Appleton. Which is pretty exciting. And then I taught it. I think it learned Dragon Rage or some dragon move, and then I taught it Energy Ball, which is TM I had chilling in the bag. So Fuji has some moves now, which is nice. My Frillish replaced Obey, so I have my full team now.
And Obey's getting whiplash this episode.
I know, right? So to make room for Fuji back on the team, I swapped out Scab, my Galarian Lanoon. Took a seat on the bench because it's normal dark type, and dark is really only good against psychic, and I already have Orbeetle, my bug psychic, who knows a bug move, so don't really need that dark type coverage. But it makes me sad because I wanted to use Scab, get that Obstagoon.
Obstagoon, yeah.
And then along this, journey between the Wild Area and Hammerlock, Specs ended up evolving from Dottler into Orbeetle, which is very nice. And I think I'll just say this right now because I don't know. No, I'll save it for the end when we do our team recaps. But yeah, that's all I did in Hammerlock.
Okay, but yeah, so Hammerlock for me, got the letter from the girl, tried to do some shopping, beat up people. That was about it.
Normal day in the life for Kumino.
Right, normal day in the life. Even IRL. But yeah, on Route 6, run into Marnie's dad and mom. They're pestering a Silicobra to help spice up their relationship. Not sure what they plan on doing with the Silicobra, but Hop shows up and yet again makes them mad. Hop, I don't understand why, but this time being that Hop has gotten beaten up so badly by Bede, it is a single battle between these grunts of Team Yale. Stunky and a Linoon that I smacked around no problem, and then a Lippert that I smacked around no problem. Hops feeds me his mental crisis and says he will not ruin his brother's good name. Well, I guess
too late, bro.
Right. He denounced himself. He took himself from the family, dad.
Good.
But Opal, she comes out of nowhere and gives me her lead card.
Yeah, Opal just like going around handing her card to everybody.
Right, like she just walks around and does this all day or something. I don't know, but apparently
and she's an old lady. She don't got much to do.
Right,
that's true.
But I was just like, the ladies love me, but this one isn't my cup of tea.
Tea, because we're in the UK and it's English.
Bingo, see, Jared with me.
Your cup of Sinesti.
Yeah, eating Pokemon. I mean, that's a question we all have on our minds, right? Are they eating Pokemon? There's no other animals out here. Are they eating Pokemon? Are they drinking the Sinesti? I'm just saying, man. Tauros meat. Don't knock it till you try it.
Hey, you never know. I mean, Slowpoke tails.
That's what I'm
There's
saying.
some truth to it.
Well, look, listen. I know they sell for a lot. I don't know how tasty they are.
That's true.
But yeah, essentially, Route 6 was a bunch of battles on the way to Stow-on-Side. Did anybody have any problems with the battles?
No, but I caught a Silicobra and named it Nikki, if you know, you know.
Yes.
And then and then I caught an Axu and I named it Winter, also, if you know, you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't have much to catch here. I don't think I caught anything here, but my Stuffle did evolve into a Beware. So the Paddington is now a Beware.
Let's go. The murderous bear.
The murderous bear Paddington. That was it, right? I still have a Charger Bug because it learns a certain move in like the late 30s, so I'm waiting for it to get there, but it's still a Charger Bug. I still have this little guy, this little caterpillar going around.
It evolves with a Thunderstone, you said?
Yeah. It just evolves in the Thunderstone, which is great because you had to, in Sun and Moon, you had to be in a late game area to evolve it, which is like in the 7th or the 7th trial or whatever in that game. So luckily they just did it via Thunderstone, but I do want it to get a specific move, so I'm waiting for it.
Makes sense.
Good. Dad, what about you?
So Bubby evolved into Gardevoir. Fatty evolved into Whiscash.
Whiscash. Whiscash is a fatty.
I love that Pokemon.
Whiscash is great.
There was another moment where Charlie, my my Shiftry, would have been knocked out, but held on because
it loved you.
Because she said so I wouldn't feel sad.
Yeah, this is it was either this, I think it was this generation or the last in 7th gen where they introduced the as you get closer with your Pokemon and get that friendship up, it's not just attached to evolutions with things like Lucario. They'll actually like not be poisoned anymore, or will hold on with 1 HP because they just don't want to make you sad. This is where it starts.
I feel like it was Generation 6.
Maybe it was Generation 6. I know it was one of these 3D ones, but I couldn't remember if it was this or that or Sun and Moon.
Yeah, it was one of them, but I mean, like it makes you feel like you actually own an adventure and you actually developing a relationship with them. So it's appreciative.
Like, yeah, I mean that's why I like the camping, like the stuff I do, like. Go sniff your brothers and sisters, everyone. We're a close-knit family.
We're a close-knit family.
No, but I really do like how it feels more than just hey, I'm catching these fake monsters. Like
yeah, they all develop Stockholm syndrome.
Oh, my captor is so great. He's
right.
It's like he pulled me from my family and the environment that I was living in, my home.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, such a wonderful person. Makes me go out here and fight other creatures. It's fantastic.
It's like dog fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the next city that we come upon is Stow-on-Side, in which before we get there, you also have the lady that she will restore the fossil Pokemon of this region. So, Mikey, did you get any fossils restored?
I don't know if I had any.
There's a couple you can grab in that route right before.
Yeah,
oh, dang.
like you just pick them up on the ground. Like
they're actually right around the restore lady too.
I'll have to check them out because I didn't realize that. No.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, no, I did not.
The cool gimmick with this is there's 4 fossils and you can mix and match them depending on what fossils you have. So there's ultimately 4 Pokemon, but they're like a mixed match of 4 separate Pokemon too.
Right.
Interesting. No, I'll have to check that out for sure.
Yeah. You also get the great Diglett statues.
I saw just the big Digletts out there. I'm like, oh, they really like Diglett over here.
Right. It's not Doug Trio, it's Diglett. Like, cause they separated.
Single Diglett. I really wish it was that like the fan drawing of Diglett where he's like a really buff dude underneath like the hole. I wish that was like the statue they had up there.
Yeah, that would have been dope. But yeah, in Stow-on-Side, it's a small little, I guess you would say, not town, but like a village, kind of like.
Yeah, it's like a small town almost. It definitely feels like a westerny town for sure.
Right. So as soon as you get into town, there's a Pokemon Center there. I hit up the Pokemon Center and I healed up. But Hop stood in my way as I got ready to head to the gym.
Surprise.
Because there's really nothing to do in this town. Like, you can go in the building, you can talk to some people, but nothing really to the note. Let's see. He wants to try out his updated team. That's right. Me and Hop had a battle before I went in because he wanted to get
swap some of his new pokes in.
Yeah, he got a Cramorant, Silicobra, still got the Thwacky, and Toxel. Hot Wings evolved after this battle, and Stankpuss evolved after this battle as well.
Nice.
Did you guys get to beat up Hop, or did he give you trouble?
Nah.
I one-shot his whole team with fire. So
his poor fragile ego as he comes to you as a friend, and you just destroy him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Hold on. Here's the thing. You destroyed 2 Pokemon that ain't even supposed to be weak to fire with one-shotting them with fire. How did you do?
I don't know.
Hop is like,
a Blaziken that
you know
loves
what?
him very
give
much.
up. I should not be a trainer. That's what I was going for. I'm like, I want to humiliate him so bad that he just gives up.
He just quits. Quits for life.
Right.
One
Just
shot
walk
his
away.
water Pokemon with fire. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. It's just, game's on my side.
Right. But Opal shows up. She says that she isn't following me. I don't believe it. Hop leaves and says that everyone is thinking about him. Who's thinking about Hop? I don't know who's thinking about Hop. Is crazy. Maybe the beating knocks him.
He's got big main character energy. He thinks he's the main character. Like Hop, buddy.
Yeah, come on, man.
Come on, he swears this is his story. But yeah, in the gym we go. I go to the ball guy. I get a heavy ball.
Yes.
The challenge for this gym is
essentially wasn't a fan of this one.
It's the spinning teacup rides from Disney World.
Yep.
Yeah.
With boxing gloves that punch you around.
So it's interesting because in Shield, because you fight Alistair, the ghost type gym leader here, instead of B or Bay, the fighting type gym leader.
Right.
Yeah. So here it's like these green monster claws that launch you from section to section. Everything's purple too, because it's like the ghost.
That's
so wait a second. Jared, you and I are playing Shield?
Yep. I think so. I think they're both playing Sword.
Our dad and Kumino both playing Sword?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. How'd that work out? That's amazing.
It's almost like we planned it. I mean, we didn't, but it kind of just like worked out for itself.
But yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the spinning cups.
The spinning analog stick and having to rotate your controller.
My 37-year-old thumbs, not as dexterous as they used to be. And there's a mechanic in Dave the Diver that uses a similar thing when he uses a certain harpoon gun, and I'm just like I can't catch these fish, guys. I can't spin my thumb that fast. Come on.
It's more of an interactive mechanic for sure. There's less Pokemon involved with this gym challenge, right? I mean, after every section that you're rolling through, you battle one of the trainers, but other than that,
right. Now, see, I just use this technique.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah,
the palm of your hand.
Yeah,
that classic Mario Party technique from back in the day.
Did you see in the new Mario Party? There's a warning to not do that, to not damage yourself or your controller.
That's amazing.
They know too much.
Yeah, right. They know. We made this game difficult for you. You're supposed to build the difficult way.
Yeah.
During the gym trainers, my reboot, he evolved into a Cinderace. So Roger is now a Cinderace before getting to Alistair.
Nice. Anybody else have any crazy events?
No, the battles leading up to it were pretty straightforward for me. No, I'm trying to see what kind of they had simple ghost types. I don't remember, Mike, if you remember any of their teams specifically, but they're just nothing to write about.
Nothing crazy.
Right. And so me and Dad, we had the fighting type gym, and it was B Bay.
I don't know either. I was trying. I was B Bay.
She's my Bay.
She's
There you go. She's the sexy karate chick.
Yes.
She is the gym leader here. Her team consists of a Hitmontop, Pangoro, Surfetched, and a Machamp that has a Gigantamax form.
Yep.
Yeah. Crazy.
Easily enough, she went down to only one Pokemon only, and that was Lit Chloride, because I taught it Psychic, and it just Psychic everything to death.
Nice.
But yeah, that was pretty much it. Got the Fighting Gym badge and TM42 Revenge, in which she did not get the opportunity to use because she's trash. Even though she's cute, but you trash when it comes to going up against me.
Yeah. Just another example of great design for the characters this generation. They just killed it with some of the designs for the Pokemon gym leaders.
Yeah,
that they really did. But Jared, Mike, what did you guys go through with Alistair?
Yeah, so Alistair's ghost types. I don't know, Mike, if you have his team on here, but I know that he has a Gigantamax Gengar, which is interesting.
That for sure. He also has a Yamask, a Mimikyu, and a Cursola.
Yeah, and the Yamask being the Galarian one, so ground and
ground and ghost.
I think. Ground and ghost.
Yep, and Cursola being the Galarian evolution of Corsola.
Which is it's dead coral, which is so
very sad. Very sad.
Poor Corsola did not catch a break this generation. Pretty straightforward for me. I have two Pokemon that I don't have any specific dark types, but I have both Growlithe and Derek that have Crunch and Bite respectively. So I kind of just had them in here the entire time. And same thing with fighting the Gigantamax Gengar, hitting whatever it's darkest room or whatever the dark move is. hitting that just took out the Gengar, no problem.
Yeah, I made a silly boo-boo on this match for some reason. No. I was thinking that he only had 3 Pokemon, so on his 3rd Pokemon, I can't remember which one it was. I Dynamaxed on it. And I was like, wow, this is so weird. Why did he not use this battle? And then he throws out the Gengar. I'm like, oh, dang it.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, the battle was easy.
Even I also had Beware on my team, which knew Bolto. So I had a normal type that couldn't get hit by ghost moves, and I had a ground type move for Gengar, so that was not a problem.
Yeah. I used an assortment of my team, mainly Frillish, of course, but Stunfisk came in handy there with the Gengar. But yeah, easy peasy.
Okay. Dad, what about you? What did you do with B?
Well,
hopefully you didn't pull a Kai.
I just
start sniffing her.
I started sniffing her.
Oh no!
She smelled really good, and then I asked her.
Despite the fact she all sweaty and stuff.
Yeah, I was like, "Wow, you smell surprisingly good for being really sweaty." No, this was a pretty easy match. Bubby did a lot of the heavy lifting on this. So can we talk about Hitmontop for a second?
Go ahead.
I could not get out of my mind that this is Richard Simmons as a Pokemon. The way you're spraying back and forth.
Richard Simmons is a great name for Hitmontop. Oh my god!
Oh, it was like an instant connection. I'm like,
you have to use one now and name it Richard Simmons.
Right now, you have to use one.
Even if I can't. Oh wait, no.
He's Gen 2. You can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. I can. All right,
you just have to make sure it's stats. I don't remember what stat it is, but how Tyrogue evolves is like if attack is better, it'll go Hitmonchan. If defense is better, it'll go Lee. And then if there's an even stat, it'll go Hitmontop. So you just figure out what that is.
Yeah. All right, I'll work on that for sure.
That's your homework
for you guys. Yeah. Call him Richard Simmons. That's awesome. Yeah, that was it for me.
Okay. Yeah. But then, like I said, we got the badge, headed outside the gym. My side piece, she came up, asked me to go on another date with her. But before we can actually leave off on the date, an explosion happens in the background.
Yeah. I didn't progress any further.
Right. I was just about to say. And that's when we get to be continued.
We did not talk about it, but before the gym, we go up to like these stairs to a kid's painting, basically
a big mural.
And I'm like, wow, this is ridiculous. And there was actually one of the just random people walking by, and the lady was like, to be honest, I don't even like the mural. I think it looks terrible. I'm like, right? And then I know you kind of already went there with it, but I'm like, I have a feeling that this is going to explode. Like, I just had a feeling like, okay, this looks like it's leading somewhere. And that's it. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Well, yeah. We got the to be continued
cliffhanger,
and I can't lie. I did something after this, in which I had to give the great Mikey. I had to. So let me tell you how the events happened. So I was just doing raids because I was trying to, find shiny Pokemon and stuff of that nature for myself. And I come across one with a Gigantamax shiny Orbeetle.
Dang, that is dude, your shiny luck is insane. Between the games we've played so far, man, it's wild.
I swear it is. So I go ahead and I capture this puppy, and I'm like, this is going to Mike. So after this, not I'm talking about like an hour, maybe 2. I'm just running around doing raids, and Zigzagoon bite me on the leg. And lo and behold, it is shiny.
Dude, that's
Get out of here.
That one can go to Dad. If you can catch like a Gen 1 or Gen 7 shiny next, that would be great. I appreciate that.
Listen, I wasn't trying. Like, that's the best way to shiny hunt. Don't try. Just let it happen.
Yeah.
But yes,
that's so crazy. The best shiny odd that I had was in this game. I was gonna hunt for Rufflet and Braviary. And so I like hatched eggs for it. My very first egg I got was a shiny Rufflet. I had one egg and it was shiny Rufflet. So I have a shiny Braviary in home.
Right. Apparently this game got some really good shiny race. But now Mike has a shiny Zigzagoon and a shiny Orbeetle.
That's crazy. That's
Thank you very much, Kumino. Yeah, that was super nice of you. He's like, hey,
got these shinies for you.
What are you doing right now? It's like working, and by working I mean it's sitting at my computer,
counting down
basically
the hours.
doing pretty much everything else. He's like, let's trade. I was like, okay. So I thought I was like, he must be trying to evolve something or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. And then he sends over this freaking purple Orbeetle. I was like, what? This is so cool. And he's like, enjoy.
Yeah. Is the Zigzagoon Galarian is the red one?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you gotta use Obstagoon.
I know.
Shiny Obstagoon is so cool with the red and the blue.
Yeah. So, of course, the shiny Orbeetle will be named Specs and replacing my regular old Orbeetle. And now I'm in a dilemma because I like my team, and my team currently does not have Scab on it yet. And so I guess this is a great time for team recaps at the end of the leg. So
let's do it.
Of course, I have Specs, my Orbeetle, Chompers, my Galarian Stunfisk, Fancy, my Frillish, Fuji, my Appleton.
It's a long pause there. I don't know why that was.
Sparkles, my Galarian Ponyta, and Roger, my Cinderace. So, like I said, I really want to use an Obstagoon, and now even more so because Kumino was very generous and gave me the shiny. But the typing, normal, dark, I have something that serves the purpose for dark, but I probably will just use it anyways because it's cool.
It's also a huge fighting weakness too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So that was my team. Dad, what was your team?
My team.
Yeah.
So I've got Fatty, my level 35 Wish Cash. He calls him Wishy Cashy.
Cashy. It's funny because there's a Pokemon called Wishy Washy.
Yeah. I've got Kai, my Sniffy boy, at level 43.
Holy goddamn.
Blaziken. And then I've got Charlie, level 34, my Shiftry. Bubby, level 34, Gardevoir.
Really weird. I don't know what that was about.
My Bacon, level 36 Shelgon, which I cannot wait for her.
Dude, that one's going to be nutty.
Yeah.
And then Chloe, my level 34 Manectric.
Nice.
I was just quickly looking to see if I transferred anyone from home after this badge, and I had not yet. So update that. But Jared, what was your final team?
Yes, my final team here, which I thought my levels were low, and now hearing you have a level 43 Blaziken, it's much lower than I thought. I ended this leg with Mobile Home, the Toxapex, level 28. We have Snoop, the Blossom, level 32. Paddington, the Beware, level 32. Ellie, the Arcanine, level... Oh, sorry, it's still Growlithe. The same thing with Charger Bug. I'm waiting until it gets a certain move because Stone Evolutions don't learn any moves after they evolve. So I'm waiting until Growlithe gets a certain move before evolving it. Ellie, Growlithe, level 29. Derek, the Lycanroc, level 33. And Plasma, the Charger Bug, level 33. Also waiting on that move so I can get a Vikavolt there too.
Nice. Kumino, final team.
Okay, so I did not write down this time. I don't know why I didn't, but Lit Chloride, the Magmortar at level 37. Hot Wings, the Talonflame at level 37.
Talonflame, man.
The Stunky, Stankpuss, level 36.
Love it.
Jared, you have to let me know my other 3 team members.
Oh yeah, I got you. Palm Lucario, level 37. Sam the Gastrodon, level 35, and Gabriel the Togekiss, level 37.
There we go.
Nice. There you go. There you have it. Leg 2 complete in the books. As always, Kumino's links for his Twitch and Twitter are in the episode description. Play Along Podcast, their Spotify link is down in the description. Make sure you guys go check them out, follow them, and of course, support them. They're great content creators and good friends of ours. So,
love them.
Yeah,
love them.
And next episode will be Leg 3. We're
getting up there. It's almost
halfway
there.
through the game now.
Yeah.
And the cage match will be Jared and I versus Dad and Kumino. So,
let's go, Mike.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see
we got this.
Any new changes that might happen to the teams in between these legs here, and another crazy cage match to be had. That's for sure.
Let's go.
Any parting words before we get out of here?
Nope. I'm excited. I'm pumped. I think this is a good area of the game where levels get to the point where we get final evos. You get a lot of TMs under your belt, new Pokemon. So maybe teams will be different. Maybe they'll be the same. We'll get evolutions. You just have to tune in and find out.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Go ahead, subscribe here, like, follow, rate, review, all that fun stuff, and go check out Showboys Patreon, patreon.com/Showboys podcast. Sign up, PokéBoys Ace Trainer tier. That would be amazing.
Right now.
We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Peace.
Peace out.